Finally made it to some water. I am in sunny Cabo. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, my day. And the reason why I started the video showing these beautiful sandy pebbles on the beach is because I kind of wanted to share how it takes all of us, I guess, to create something big, right? The mountain, I think it's called De Laguna. And the reason why I want to speak to this is because what I'm noticing is as people are awakening on different levels of consciousness, right? They tend to separate out. They separate out. They separate. Which is important because you have to stand in individuality, right? But then all of these things that us trying to separate, we come together to build mountains, right? It takes all of these little things to build mountains, right? So this evolution that we are facing, that we are creating actually, I believe it's going to take all of us without fail, right? All of us that are vibrating on the same frequency, those who are long ago awakened, and those who are newly awakened, right? What I'm learning is the newly awakened people are showing the long ago awakened. I'm talking about on a conscious level of how far we've evolved and what we know now, right? What I've noticed is that the newly awakened people can be a little know-it-all-y. Because what I'm learning is a lot of folks they're regurgitating things that they hear as opposed to experiencing their own awakening. And then they go listen to people like me or, so many other wonderful people. And they just take the words, they place it on their life as a template. But they've never experienced their true awakening. I would call that maybe just awareness of consciousness more than anything. I've been there. I know. I've done it with every probably religion and spirituality I've been in. I've regurgitated first what I thought I knew without really having the genuine experience of a conscious awakening, right? And now that I am in a place, I feel as though where I'm having my own experiences and not being told experiences, because I've really been trying not to listen to too many people anyway right now, because as you transition to another level of conscious awareness, you got to kind of go in and listen to yourself, right? So I would say have grace for people who are newly awakening if you are a person who has awareness of your consciousness for a very long time. Because what they do is they can kind of trigger you to do better as well. They can remind you of long ago forgotten things that you need in your toolbox that may have fallen down, right? So I think that's one of the pluses of a person who is, awakened, consciously, always searching for the truth, excuse me. Always searching for the truth, and it's a lifelong search. Oh my God, look at that, it's coming at me. So, just have patience, respect their space, but then also don't allow a person who is considered newly awakened or just finding their level of consciousness to run over you and try to tell you what you know. I run into that a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wait a minute, sis. Like, I'm not even going to even indulge in this conversation right now, because I'm not going to spit out a bunch of things that you are not familiar with or that you may not know or have conscious awareness of, and have this diatribe, this thing back and forth. That's ridiculous. I can't do that. Like, if anything, I like to share. I might start a sentence with, from what I've learned or my experience is this. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. It's me learning my experience and what I've learned, right? And then sharing that experience out. Um, that's it. That's my job. I feel as though I am a light, right? That is my name. Um, I think all of us have this spark of light in us. And we all, like the African proverb says, family is your army, and everyone plays a role in that family. Everyone has a job, right? And it doesn't have to be everything. It can just be one little thing that you do that sparks life, right? That sparks light, that helps someone. So, I just want to kind of put that out there because me myself have had a little bit of impatience, but only because a lot of times I'm dealing with, people who are just not having the actual genuine experience. They're just listening to people, and that's why I say it's good to get quiet, get a journal, right? Got my camera, my professional camera for this trip. Just really take time to journal, take time to really have an experience. Get quiet, listen to your own thoughts, your own self, right? Check in with how it feels when you are listening to yourself. Check in how it feels when you're listening to other people. I've been on a Maya Angelou tip recently, and I think I'm going to reshare one of her videos because I think it's important to have clarity from elders, to have clarity from ancestors. And she is one of my favorite, genuinely favorite ancestors. So I'm going to share one of her videos. But in it, she was just talking about how people are afraid of your aura and afraid of your light. They can never understand it. A lot of times your light may look like somebody's running over you or walking all over you, or your light might look like you are hanging around people who are not maybe considered high moral character, right? To my understanding, Yeshua did the same thing, or what you all call Jesus, right? So it's just so important not to judge, right? And just have patience. Hold light. Hold space for those who are newly awakened. Learn from them. You can grow from them, right? And learn from them. So, it that way you can keep your association, as opposed to saying, well, they don't know what I know and we're not vibrating on the same frequency, so therefore they're cut off, abandoned. No, take them under your wing, or just take time to listen to them, because you never know what messages are coming through for you out of the exchange. So that's all I really wanted to share right now. I'm going to try to share one more video while I'm here, but you probably won't see this until I'm on my way home, because I don't generally tell people I'm out of town when I'm not home, so that I can protect my dwelling. People like to rob people and break in their homes when they know they're not home. So that's a safety tip right there for everyone. All right, so I've been up since 5 o'clock. The sun is finally peaking. I'm going to give you a beautiful visual, and let you listen to some beautiful water surgery. And then I'm locking off, so it'll be 7 a.m. soon. That's why I'm looking all ate up, but still beautiful in the eyes of God. All right, here you go.